Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. A little bit of a reunion, Last time I've talked to you was like a year and a half or something like that when it comes to the interview, like at least an online interview. It was a while, but Jay, man, how's it going, bro?
Good, G. How are you?
I'm all well. What is it? It's crazy just coming from like Twitter Spaces to now of like,
Real life.
yeah, just like
Real
now
life.
talking. You know what I mean? It's not through like a profile pic bubble, and then you see the speaker stuff. But it's been a while since you've been on the Misfits platform, but you've had a fight. Actually, I think it was like last year, right? When you fought on that, I forgot what the card was. DKM. Yes. Now, I want to say from Misfits on to, now and having that DKM fight in there, tell me, what has that journey been like, honestly, from since that fight?
Journey. A lot of learning, bro. Like I'm a big believer of learning the sport of boxing, bro. That's what it is. I love working out, G. That's my thing. I love to work out. That's my outlet. And I fell in love with boxing, so I thought I need to fucking learn. Especially after the Fox fight. I felt like it's bound to happen to anyone, right?
Yeah.
But I needed to learn. So I did learn, and now I'm still learning now. You know?
Is that including with like, I guess, all aspects of boxing in that thing, even just being like, knowing when that next fight is coming soon as well for whenever you get on like a platform, because it's been like almost 2 years since the DAZN platform. So like, what has that? I guess I don't want to say inactivity because you say you're training, but waiting for that fight since then.
So it's been 2 years since Misfits, yeah. But I've been in the gym 6 days a week, sparring 2 to 3 times a week since then. So I've been fucking hustling my ass off in boxing. So I've basically been in camp for 2 years, just cooking and sparring everyone and anyone. Like I want to learn. So that's the whole point of boxing, right? Learning a sport as well as being physically fit, fast, punch hard, all of that shit. You gotta learn boxing, right? Inactivity didn't do me well. Of course it didn't. But it's not like I have been chilling and doing nothing and eating food, getting fat and drinking alcohol and partying. I haven't been doing none of that shit, bro. I've just been stuck in the gym because that's just my mindset, you know? Like I'm a Spartan, bro. That's what I do. Just train.
So you're saying that like you've kind of just stayed in the gym, not just because of like waiting for that next opportunity, just because of the love of the game from in that aspect.
Yeah. I stayed in the gym because of the love of the game and the community and working out, bro. I just love it, G. I just fucking love it. So that's it. That's it for me. Like people always saying, why don't you just switch over and go pro and then you can actually fight people your weight? Yeah, but Misfits is fun, man. Misfits is Misfits as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and kind of like I think the one unique thing about Misfits is kind of having your character, or like not necessarily character, but your personality whenever you go into fights, whether it's the build up or even in the fight. And I kind of want to say is we kind of just talked about like 2 years ago. And I think one of the things where whenever I've been listening to you is like, I guess, maturity on that aspect. So when this Sunday, when we see you fight, will we see I guess like a more mature small Spartan J heading into that ring? Or tell me about like how the fight style is going to be heading into that into Sunday.
I'm still going to be small Spartan J, bro. You know what I mean? I'm still going to be crazy, powerful, fast, explosive. But I'm going to say more... Yeah, mature, smart Spartan J, you know? But I think I'm way more powerful, way more faster, way more agile, way more smarter, with a bit of swag, I think, as well. You're going to see a load of different shit. Yeah.
That's fair. And I think another thing to go about the fight, especially in the ring, I remember there was like a lot of comments, especially from one side, about the weight being 132 and a half. I kind of want to ask, what about 132 and a half is, I guess, the mark for this fight to be an agreement? He said that, why not just make it 135? Tell me about like the weight, the reason why the weight is like 132 and a half.
Because I'm not a 135 fighter, bro. It's simple as that. I am the lightest, the shortest, and definitely by far the least experienced in Misfits. But one thing I have is I hustle, I train, bro. I train, I love the game, I'm naturally a 125 fighter. So I can actually fight at flyweight if I really wanted to. and do what all you guys do and lose weight and moan about losing weight. It's fucking part of the game, bro. It's boxing. You got to lose weight, make weight. Simple as that. Imagine what I have to do. I have to put on weight and keep my skills, my speed, my agility, my power, everything.
Yeah.
So technically 132.5 is more in his favor than it is mine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So simple as that.
Would that be on the aspect? Because I heard some people say that it's actually like harder to gain weight than lose on that
Yeah,
aspect.
but of course it is. It's way harder to gain weight. You can get, but the thing is, people say, "Oh, just eat, just eat." You can't just eat shit and perform very, very well in boxing and keep all your attributes as a smaller and lighter guy. You can't do that. So you got to be sensible. So for the last, I'm gonna say 3 years, I've been boxing. I've been boxing for 3 years. I've stacked up only 6 kg. I used to be 50 kg, bro.
I'm not. Would that be like 120 and
118,
Okay.
118. I think I used to be.
Okay.
You know. So I've put on a lot of weight and kept my skills. You know, and kept everything. You know, and it's hard, bro. It's fucking hard. And I eat 3 meals a day. I'm on creatine and everything, water. You know, it's like that's it. And I'm small, bro. I'm 5'2".
No, for sure. And you know what is it? I think another thing I want to like ask as well, right? I think there's a lot of I want to say questions and stuff like that where could be misconceptions heading into that ring. And what would you say is like a big thing heading into Sunday that you want to shut down the most?
That I can fight, bro. I can fight. I can box. And it's more like proving fuck everyone else. Be real. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. They don't pay my bills. They don't suck my dick. They don't make me smile. I'm here to make myself happy and to prove to myself. And I think that's what I'm aiming for. I'm here to fucking show that I can fight. I can box. I've learned. I've changed. I've adapted. You know, and I'm different. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So you're not necessarily like wanting to prove people. What would that emotion be to kind of highlight, I guess, this overall fight that you want to, I guess, show?
I want to show what it's like to be a Spartan, bro.
Okay.
Simple as that. You know the film Spartan 300? This 300?
I've heard of the movie, never seen it.
You never seen it?
No.
Spartans, we never give up, bro. No matter what. And we got nothing to prove to anyone. We're just standing our ground. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm standing my ground and I'm showing what it's like to be a true Spartan. I'm a warrior, bro. That's it. Simple as. And I'm going in there, I'm taking the victory, taking the win. I'm proving to everyone, someone like me, come from where I come from the streets, can accomplish what I've accomplished in life. It's hard, bro. It's fucking hard.
Yeah. So with Argentinian King, right? He's always kind of been vocalized about where he's from like a third world country, and you kind of just vocalize yourself about where you're from, and it's not the like best of worlds from that aspect. Do you think there's any advantage on the aspect of he's more hungry than you, or vice versa, or just yeah? Do you think you're more hungry than him coming to this fight? Like just talking about that.
The thing is, you can't compare to like this is the 30-year-old now coming out. Yeah, you can't compare everyone else's struggles. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
You know, you might be from a third world country, but have a fucking very good life, a family, a home. You know, a job, an income, friends, family. I might be from the UK where people have money, blah blah. But I'm not from that place that people have money. I don't have parents. You know, I'm adopted from birth. You know, nearly went to jail. I didn't have a fucking good life, bro. You know, and coming for where I'm come from, rent for 1 month is minimum £2,000. Pounds. You know, so it's different. I had to do things in my life to survive, in different aspects, and that's why it made me the person who I am. So I'm not trying to say that I'm hungrier than somebody. Everyone's hunger is everyone can be hungry. You know, it's what you do with that hunger. You can be hungry and want to eat. I'm hungry because I want to fucking live, bro. I want to live a good life. I don't want to live the life that I lived when I was younger. You know, and I want to provide my kids and my future friends and family what I didn't have, you know, like again, didn't have parents, don't know my real parents or anything like that. So yeah, man, man's hunger is in different. Hungry in a different level, bro.
Yeah.
Different level. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I want that love. You know what I mean? I want that love, the money, the. I want to be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's different to what everyone else's hunger is. You
Yeah.
know, I would love to meet someone that's come from the same place that I come from and been through the same things that I've been through.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, or maybe I won't. But I'll never insult someone.
Like generalize.
Yeah, it'll generalize someone's hunger because of where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like again, you might be from. I'm gonna say India, where majority of people, when they're really poor, they're really fucking poor. You know, but no one talks about the stupidly rich people in India,
Yeah.
right? They're
Yeah.
stupidly rich.
I think one thing, and this is like a little off topic. One thing I will say about like India, I'm not from India, but like my parents are, right? With I think there's two misconceptions. There's like it's not really like it's always a rich get richer, poor get poorer. But the second thing is that when people always talk about like India in that aspect, it's always the bad parts. It's never really about the good parts, because whenever I had my friends like I've had like some friends, no names by the way, but like whenever they talking about like, oh, like why would I want to go to India, there's just always X, Y, and Z. But like
it smells and it smells and all of this. Same with the UK. Everyone thinks people in the UK got fucking money, bro. Hell no. I'm gonna discriminate myself right now. I had to sell fucking heroin, cocaine, MDMA, ecstasy, fucking loads of weed. I had to do things that I had to do to survive from the age of 12 years old. And I've been adopted twice. No one really knows these things about me. This is why I call myself Spartan. And I was adopted twice from birth, bro.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that no one knows. There's so many kids like me in the UK. But no one ever talks about that shit. Everyone thinks about UK. Oh, tea and crumpets, fish and chips. Oh, we've got loads of money. No one knows about that shit. No one knows about the real struggle, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, each to their own when it comes to hunger, bro. That's it.
100%. And last thing before I kind of want to wrap this up, right? What I know with that like kind of deep of a conversation, I will have to like turn it back into the fight. What's that fight prediction that you're feeling for this one coming up?
I'm coming with a W, bro. I'm coming back with a bang, and you're gonna see why I'm in this scene in the first place. You're gonna see why Mam's put me in this scene in the first place. Yeah, cool. I had a loss, and a big loss. But it's never gonna happen again, ever happen again.
100%. Jay, man, really nice talking to you. And for everyone who's still listening to this, please hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 2,000 subs, so please help a person out. And yeah, man, see you on the next one.
Let's get it, guys.
Hell yeah.